Hello and welcome. Welcome group, YouTubers, however you may have found this video. This is the #1 spotlight video. We are going to start showing you live here on YouTube the fundamentals of different products, different product kits, update kits such as this one. Video #1 here has to do with single price soda machines converting to a quality MEI bill validator. This kit has a harness, a single price coin mech that is rebuilt with a 1-year warranty, and you may get a Coinco or an MEI. Some have a preference. As far as I'm concerned, these workhorses built back in the 80s and 90s, both solid units. I have no preference over an MEI, aka Mars coin mech, or a Coinco coin mech. Now, as far as the validators, Coinco versus MEI, it's sort of a it's not even a contest. The MEIs work flawlessly. Every 5 years, put a set of belts in them and rollers, and they keep chugging along. The Coincos have kind of run their course. I don't recommend running them, especially in your locations that might be far away. If you've got some spots in town, only a couple miles from headquarters, whether it be your shop or your home, run the Coincos till they're dead. But until then, I strongly recommend updating to an MEI. So let me show you what we have here on the bench for you. I have my simulator for coin mech testing set up here. This is something that was built back in the 70s, and now while I'm giving you a little more information, this is not the type of bezel that is for a single price soda machine for the most part. This is the type that is for a snack machine, and the reason I'm showing you this is I want to show you how easy it is to change the front bezel. So we're going to set it down here, and I use a cordless driver of some sort. Seems like about every minute of every day I have it in my hands. So the front mask comes off like this. Once again, this might be used in a couple of the older soda machines, but for the most part, it's a snack mask, and that is a #0. The front bezel we want to use for a soda is a #1, or it's also called a compact, or a soda bezel. Okay, so 2 screws for the mask, 4 more for the backing plate. Let me grab a #1 bezel. As you can see, looks a little bit different. It doesn't sit as low in the machine. You see how the offset is different? Alright, it also has a backing plate that's metal, like so. Alright, so put these together. Very simple. Set them on your validator and repeat the process by putting the 4 screws in, and then we will be on to connecting it. Show you how these work. This is a 110 volt MEI validator. This one in particular is a 2511. Now, the third digit, the 1, 2511, the third digit is a 1. That means #1 bezel. If this was considered a 2501, the O or the 0 is for your snack bezel. So what I'm getting at is these are very interchangeable. I like to refer to them as a 25X1 because the X can be changed easily to a different bezel, The one on the end has to do with the voltage. Number 1 is 110 volts. Number 2 would be 24 volts. Okay, now, guys, we have settings. Predominantly, when you get them from us, they're going to be all set on off, because when we test them and we update the program, if in fact they take 5s, this one does not. You don't need to take 5s in a single price soda machine, because you're going to run out of change. You're going to give back $4 and change usually. Okay, 4-way setting. Number 1 and 2 is on. Number 3, high security. Don't ever turn that on. You'll reject 3/4 of the bills. Okay, so leave number 3 off. 4, 5, and 6 is the acceptance of 1s, 2s, and 5s. You probably never see a 2, but why not? Actually, this is only a $1 unit, so it's not going to take 5s. It may occasionally take an older 5. You can actually shut that one off. So we'll put 1s and 2s on. And then as far as your pulse goes, this has to do with light-sensitive situations, such as a car wash where these are outside, or if your vending machine is outside and you get sunlight up into here, it can interfere with your pulse. So I like to run them to give it a fair shot, to give it the power. I like to go with a long pulse, which is 7 and 8, off and off. Okay, now our harness, that is only a 2-piece. Okay, this one here goes in the side of the validator. This one here, in a minute, we're going to hook up to our Coinco coin mech. Okay, it's got a little sticker. This side goes towards the magazine. That's the magazine. It also has little plugs. So what we do, we line this guy up here. I'm doing this without the best of lighting. All right, we're going to set it on our bench now and show you a little bit about the wiring here. Okay, we still don't have it plugged in yet. Oops, wrong way. Okay, here's the harnesses. Okay, the only one you need is the 12-pin, which is the one I have in my hand. These are for other things. This was from a Maca setup. This was from decks. I never ever have seen a soda machine that used decks. A lot of times these extra pieces, especially if there's any kind of a damage when we get them, I just take them off. I tie wrap them back and wrap them up. So anyways, 12-pin male, 12-pin female. These go together like this. That's what's going to be in your machine. Okay, so dangling down, what we're going to do now, I'm going to set this guy up. Single price changers, you can plug in with the power on. It's not like the dummy coin mechs where you're going to have a problem. Okay, now as you can see, this MEI powered up, and the reason it did that is because I already have change in the coin mech. I'm going to change angles here so you can see that. You've got to have 12 coins minimum, okay, in the coin mech tubes. That tells the machine that yes, we're ready to go. I can accept a vend and give back change. Okay, now I have this coin mech set on $1. Okay, so what we'll do here, put our first $1 in, and what's going to happen is, see this light? That top right one says vend. When it accepts the $1 and stacks it, it's going to flash the vend. That means it gave a product. See? Now, if in fact we ran out of change, let's say we had it set on 50 cents, we gave the last 2 quarters out, it would light up and say 5 cents only, which is the same as the machine saying correct change. Okay? But back in the day, 5 cents only is what it would mean, because the operator would want you to put in nickels, because it only held either nickels or nickels and dimes. There were no quarters back then. So anyways, guys, I hope this helped you a little bit. I am going to put the link to this simple 3-piece kit below so you can install it in your single price machine yourself. Any comments, be sure and leave it. Questions, we will answer, and the best to you in your vending ventures. Doug at Doug's World Tour, Spotlight video number 1. Out.